Goku Black. This is a hot take. It's mid, but I liked it. Because this arc is the screaming definition of high highs and low lows. I've always asked this community that I define as a community, for their hot takes and their memes. But every now and then, once in a blue moon, it's time for me to uncrack my knuckles and give you some of mine. However, this isn't just a TSO hot takes, but it's Sage edition. Now, I, the TSO Sage, have compiled my editors on a very last minute process. Shout out to the editors. But I, the TSO Sage, have constructed my team to create a tier list. A tier list that is, not exactly going to do well for likes and dislikes, because it's going to involve not just the Dragon Ball community, not just the Naruto community, not just the One Piece community, not just the bleaching community. It's gonna involve everybody. It's gonna be bloodline rules. Ladies and gentlemen, today I, the TSO Sage, have tasked myself in tier list fashion, not exactly ranking fashion. We're gonna save that for a fucking different video. We're going to be tier list ranking every single arc I have ever seen a day in my life, man. It's not going to be fun. This is going to be agenda pushy of hell. We are going to just have Zybes as requirements. How I felt about it, no more or less than that. Objectivity, subjectivity, depends on when I fucking feel like using it. All right? So, if you're mad, that's tough. If you're glad, thank you, because everyone's gonna say it's a bad list. Unless I put them all in peak, and spoiler alert. No. One of y'all favorite arcs is butt. But with that being said, man, we're going to get this started right now. We have our tiers: peak, fi, mid, it's an arc, and bad. Without further ado, we're starting off with, okay, so the solo leveling ones I noticed they're going to seem like episodes, but I guess they're arcs. But this is where, those guys, they like try to kill everybody for no fucking reason because they're weird and stupid. So this specific part of the story was cool. I don't think it's anything. I gotta see it, because we don't know what these things are going to age well with. So I'm gonna go mid for now. Not that it's bad, but it's just like, what is the scaling of all of these fucking arcs for me to say that this is the second highest one? Let me be clear. Mid, but I liked it, is basically this tier. The Dark Tournament. It's peak, man. What are we doing, man? I ain't gonna lie. It's peak. We don't need to do too much. We don't need to overthink it. We don't need to be different for the sake of being different. Sure. In 2025, the action and the animation. Yeah, because it was a 90s fucking anime. The fact. This is one of them things that you'll see with a lot of the old school anime. A lot of the new gen anime viewers will be like, are you sure this is better than this, and that? I promise you, if the Dark Tournament was animated in 2020 style, nobody would even argue it. Granted, nobody's arguing it now, because that's how fucking good the arc is. Ooh, okay, I forgot what this arc is called, but this is when they're in the video game. Greed Island. I'm gonna be honest. All right? It's mid, but I liked it, man. It's mid. I liked it. I didn't dislike it. A lot of things, I don't want to say drag, but that kind of is the word. But it kind of like just tries to oversaturate the plate a bit. Yeah, that's what it's not even that like it's one story or topic or character plot point that drags. It's just a lot of it is just trying to like tie me into 10 different things at once. And I'm not gonna lie, dog. When Gon has that crash out moment when he's about to kill that guy, I forgot his fucking name. It's been a long time since I won Hunter x Hunter. But when he's about to kill that guy, and it's like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, this is where we, like, not the first time per se, but this is where we really see, oh, this nigga Gon is a fucking psychopath. You know what I'm talking about now. Yeah, it was fun, but I'm not gonna sit there and act like the entire lead up to it was peak of peak and things like that. Like, another of my favorite moments in Greed Island per se is when Killua and Gon are training, that one guy with the scissors, and Biscuit's just like, hey, your job's to not die. And over time, they literally both surpass him. All of these things are fun, but then there's also several other plot points that go to different players in the game that I don't care about. Some of them I do, some of them I definitely do not care about. Some parts of the story can be a bit boring, other parts can be pretty fucking fun. Therefore, like I said, it's mid, but I liked it. And on a list like this, I hope that doesn't give me hate, because Hunter x Hunter is one of those animes where you call it all peak or you're a hater. Orange Town arc, okay. Oh, the first Buggy arc. Oh, that's an arc. I'm not gonna lie. Come on, man. If y'all are mad at that, come on. By all definition, that's an arc. Is Buggy funny? Sure. Is the resolution quick? Yes. Is there anything that you really even take away from it outside of, okay, so that character might be important one day? That's it. I'm going to assume this is Luffy's backstory. First 4 episodes, again, I did like it, but I didn't like it as much as Greed Island. Because I did like it, but I didn't like it as much as these two, so it's an arc for now. Return to, yes. It's peak. We gotta act different. It's peak. Come on, man. Come on. Do I need to explain the plot points that are peak, or can we just, yeah, okay, cool. JJ, oh, fuck. And I'm not implying this is the best or worst arc that we've covered thus far, but this arc gave me literal trauma. This fuck-ass arc caused me physical pain. This theme is forever in my fucking brain. It just, oh my God. I've never felt so emotional. Anybody who has any take on the arc, the series, that's fine. Saying the intro isn't, not even all time, but a fucking banger, is just being different. It's the easiest leaked take in TSO history, bro. It's in peak. Now I understand a lot of y'all not trying to hear that. JJK is one of them animes that, because it got a lot of hype during its time, it's getting anchored down now that the hype is like settled, because the anime's not dropping daily. But when it comes back to dropping daily, it's gonna go right back to being hype. It's in the pendulum. JJK is literally the pendulum anime right now. You're doing a lot to tell me Shibuya is bad. Like, I don't give a fuck what. Every time a manga ends, the ending's bad. I understand that. And then when anime niggas get there, they're like, case in point, the show right next to it. I vividly remember everybody saying Attack on Titan did so horribly, it was F tier, and then everybody that was watching anime was like, I'm crying. This is beautiful. so it is what it is. But outside of how you feel about the series, the characters, whatever, just tell me, to look me in the eye and say Shibuya isn't a good arc, let alone at least fire to you, that's fine. For me personally, though, back to my own opinion, it's peak. This was the arc that literally, like, broke my mentality. Of these 3 arcs, I'm actually the most emotionally attached to this one, because this one hurt my feelings. If I was a crier, I would have cried, but instead of crying, I was just in despair. Those reactions are on the channel. There is a reason why those are some of the best reactions on the channel, because I think the internet likes to see people in pain. Anyway, Surf Village, definition of mid, but I liked it. I didn't have a problem. The final boss, having claws and shit. He was like evil Leorio or something. It was cool. I didn't really care. Usopp's story was cool again, but it's mid, but I liked it. Do I think it's the worst one in this tier? Yes. By the way, these are not in order. Do not get caught up with that. If I do it once in the blue moon, it's just instinct, reflex, and chatting. Honestly, I could even see this later down the line, but for now, I like it a bit more than these two. Arlong Park. Arlong Park is really good. I'm going to say it's a step below, and it's not that it doesn't have like checks checked off, but you know how like there's that one student that got all the answers right, and then there's that other student that got all the answers right, but you know he's smarter than the other guy. That's how I feel, and if that's stupid, fine. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if y'all were to put this here, I'm not mad at anybody that does this, because it checks off all the boxes. But it's one of those things where I'm like, bruh, I can't really explain why. I just like the other ones more. You know what I'm saying? I can't put it into words, because what I'm going to tell you, Arlong's a bad character? No. Luffy doesn't have fantastic moments? No. Probably a hot take. I still think when Luffy puts the straw hat on Nami, it's still one of the top 10 One Piece moments I've seen, and I'm almost 1,000 episodes in now. I don't know if it's just specifically the fights, if it's specifically certain things I didn't dislike, I found hard to believe, but I don't even have those things come to mind right now. I just think that these other arcs peaked higher. This Pilaf. So this is fun, but it is an arc. But it's a fun arc. But it's an arc. I'm gonna go mid just to put it a little bit different because these two are an arc that I like. I mean, I guess I'll rewatch it. So yeah, I'm gonna go. It's mid, but I liked it. Cause yeah, it's mid, but I liked it. It was fun. We're gonna call it the Gate Farming XP Training arc. Yeah, it's an arc. It's an arc. It's an arc. I'm just gonna move on just because there's other solo arcs that probably will not piss y'all off. Gunga. I miss Gunga Gun, man. This is where they fight the ballerina bitch and then the mom turned. We didn't know what the mom was, if it was her mom at the time or another mom at the time, so it kind of made me look stupid, but it is what it is. We understand it now. Anyway, Gunga Gun. It's fire. I actually thought it was really good. Anything that you want to say Arlong Park is more emotional for, absolutely right. The action in this is just fucking fun. I think it's fire. And also, not all fires are created equal the same way all peace are not created equal. I am now a gamer solo leveling. Not gonna lie. So these are two entirely different things, so I'm gonna bring them up. Because if this is post-game, I liked it, but it's still an arc. If this is, hey, my nigga, this shit getting fucking crazy, not gonna lie, this is easy fire, and I don't need to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? If this is the wake-up call from this is an arc, and this is fire as fuck. I'm assuming that's what it is, so we ballin'. That time he fought Gyarados mid, but I liked it. Ooh, the Annie arc, the female Titan arc. I'm gonna go fire, though. I don't think, I saw someone say all Attack on Titans are gonna be peak. I don't think it's peak. I think there's a vast difference, even just scaling Attack on Titan to Attack on Titan. And yes, I understand that, well, if Attack on Titan is the GOAT and it stomps, then yeah, I understand that. Like, LeBron's bad game is still better than Norris Cole's good ones type shit. I get it. I'm going to say, yeah, this is fire. I don't think I'm going to get too much pushback for that. The raid on Marley. But yeah, this invasion, fire too. Fire too. I almost want to say peak, but I'm going to keep it fire. I could see peak here. I'm going to come back to that one. We are the same runner? Exactly. This is when the evil niggas were the main characters. Look, man, I get it. All right? My Hero ain't, a lot of people's favorite anime. I understand that My Hero, I remember back when everybody was trying to say My Hero is the GOAT 60 episodes in, and that turned a lot of people against it, but then those also spawned insufferable MHA fans that still live today. Am I going to sit there and tell you that My Villain Academia is a bad arc? You have lost your fucking mind. You lost it. This is I could see this. Maybe we'll come back and I see this because it is not high fire. You know what I mean? It's not like if this was a ranking, that's not here. It would be like right around here or here even. You lost your mind. You think that I'm going to go My Hero instant trash and move on. Come the fuck on now. And apparently the manga version, like a lot of people have said on Twitter, to be fair, because I remember when it was getting spoiled, everyone was on the manga version, but the animated version was good too to me. This is the first time getting powers. This is the first one, right? Either way, I'm not going to lie. It's an arc. I'm sorry. Either way, I hope we all agree it is still an arc, and there's a lot better arcs in this fucking list. Demon Slayer, yeah, this is the beginning. So this is when he's like training and all that shit. This is the definition of training arcs. I personally like training arcs a lot, so this on all accounts is mid, but I liked it. Speaking of training arcs, this is kind of like the same damn thing. Class A versus B was fun, but it's not up there. You know what I'm saying? Class A versus B was fun. The overhaul arc. Overhaul is so fun, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. You got me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drag this down, to be fair, because I think I want to read the manga version of this, because every manga fan is like, nah, dude, seriously, it was fucking crazy in the manga. In the anime, it had its up and downs for me, but it was still fun. So I think this is gonna be the king of mid, but I liked it. I love the overhaul one. Seeing Deku just rip off Saitama was awesome. Just the way that they fucking tormented Eri was crazy. You introduced Mirio to the fucking series, which, come on now, that was cool too. Night Eye, I didn't care about him until I cared about him. If you know, you know. It was awesome. I actually really like that arc. Vigilante oh, fuck you, Vigilante Deku's going up there. Fuck you. And don't worry, My Hero got some stinkers. Trust and believe My Hero got some stinkers. I'm not just a closet MHA stan. My Hero do got some stinkers, but fuck you think it's Vigilante Deku. Fuck you think it's... Yo, this nigga, just for like 5 episodes, was the coolest nigga. Vigilante Deku for like 5 fucking episodes was just fucking him. I was like, holy shit. I would even do this just for trolls and bits. Well, I'm gonna leave him here for now, but no, I loved Vigilante Deku. Oh my God, that shit was fun. Resurrection F. Oh, okay. Well, we're not talking about the movie for those that stan the movie. And yes, there's actual stans of the movie. So we're talking about the anime. We're talking about the arc. And as an arc, there's so many things to really explain how it's just a straight up bad arc. The ending that everybody doesn't like, because, and rightfully so, to be honest, it was like they had to make a movie ending canonic when it didn't even make sense in the movie. So it was like, damn. This is your chance to correct it. You still don't. We could talk about the awful animation that Super had, which, you know, there were reasons, but no, it's pretty fucking bad regardless. End of the day, we're judging the product. We could talk about how, like, you make Gohan, honestly, too much of a bit. Even I, as a Goku stan, I was laughing, but at some point, it was like, I'm uncomfortably sad for Gohan fans right now. This was the first time that Dragon Ball Super did what I hate the most about Dragon Ball Super, which is when it rehashes nostalgia moments just to be like, you remember that? You remember that time? It's one thing for an anime to do a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Shout out to you for staying with our series the entire time. Cameos and other things like that. It's another thing for you to just try to bait me to liking something off the premise of something that was better executed in the past. And Piccolo dying for Gohan in that moment was such a moment. An example of when that's not the case for anybody that thinks I'm just hating on Super right now is when Gohan and Piccolo are fighting those two Namekians in the Tournament of Power. That's how you do that. You don't do what you flagrantly did here. Oh, okay. So this is a movie according to me. It's fire, nigga. It was fire, nigga. I don't know. It was a good movie, nigga. A lot of people tried to kill me, but I'm like, yo, I like the movie. I don't know what to do. It was a fun fucking movie. Rengoku's a likable character. The new demon's a likable character. Hell, I'm not even the biggest Tanjiro fan, and he was a likable character. It was so much fun. The train was fucking fun, man. It's not Mugen Train. Then what the fuck is it? Rengoku's right there. Isn't he dead? When they introduce it? Oh, if this is the end of one, then oh damn, getting mixed. Okay, nope. Yep. Yeah, that's an arc. There you go, chat. Calm your asses down. There you go. Yeah, there you go. For clarification, so for the YouTubers that are already annoyed or whatever, there you go. Here's the quality. Here's the fix. Yeah, who gives a fuck about that? The movie's fire. Speaking of fire, I'm almost wanting to say this is it, but I'm gonna hope it a little bit. But this was fun too. Fun scene. I don't really need to yap about it. I don't think anyone's gonna get mad. This is season 2. Oh, this is the first one. I don't need to. I don't need to waste my time then. I'm gonna look the camera dead in the eye. And I'm just gonna say that's one of the top 5 reveals I've ever seen in anime, my nigga. Hey, you gonna have to get mad, nigga. I don't fucking know. You got to cry in the car or something, all right? That shit was crazy. Now that shit was fucking wild, because they were so cool about it. They were just so subtle with it. They were just like, here, come here for a second. And you're like, oh yeah, sure. All right, what's going on? And then you hear, like, subtly in the background, they're just having a conversation. And then later on, the camera pans out, and Reiner's just like, yeah, I'm not timing. That's the Colossal Titan. Oh, you gotta come on, bro. Like, right now. Like, before we pack all these niggas up, you gotta come on. And then the only person that's peeping that shit is Mikasa. And then the music slows down. Because then Arm and Smart Ass start peeping it. And all our scouts are like, the fuck they got going on back there? And then the OST, the music just starts cinemaing it up and shit. And then Bertolt starts crashing out because he's like, I don't think Eren believes you. And then Eren confirms that he doesn't believe him. He's like, y'all are just tired or some shit right now. And then they start crying. And then Mikasa starts crashing the fuck out because Mikasa's crashing the fuck out. And then at that point, you're stabbed in your neck, you're stabbed in your arm. Everybody's like, yo, what the fuck is going on back there? And then Bertolt starts crying. And he's like, yo, I'm gonna do this right here, right now. And then the next thing you know, Another peak OST turns on, and then after another fucking peak OST turns on, Eren starts crying. He got Eren by the motherfucking balls, and Eren's just like, you traitors! It just turns into a pig fight. It's so big. This is the first Budokai, 21st Budokai. 21st Budokai's fire, nigga. Easy fire. I'm not gonna call it peak because for my Dragon Ball stands out there, there's some fights that aren't bad, but obviously they're gimmicky because the story's leading you to other fights and it's obvious. So if you don't dox it for that, I see the argument for this. I'm gonna say that, I can't call it a peak fight if you have like 6 fights that you clearly don't give a fuck about. But it's not necessarily me criticizing the arc. It's not necessarily me hating the arc. It's still in fucking fire tier. But yeah, I think it's a really good arc. Ooh, the Phantom Troop. Yeah, maybe this is a scorcher. I hope it's not. I think I'm going peak. Crollo, Uvogin, Hisoka. It's not just them though. The blonde dude, the blonde like tot looking ass nigga, yo, he's a fun character. And I'm not talking about Karapika, who brings a shovel to back up his op. Yo, but that's just the hype beast fight right there. You also have what's his name? The girl that like she had to shoot the memories of someone else because I ain't gonna lie, our pro tags like did her the fuck grimy, checkmated her dumbass. So she said, all right, bet before I go. Love y'all, boom, and put the memories in that motherfucker. Yo, that shit was, Phantom Troop's fire. Then all along, Hisoka's just a rat, so it's like, oh shit, my fault, OG. It's too much. It's too many storylines. This is an arc all anime fans visually dream of when they have these absurdish standards of, everyone needs their screen time. And I say, well, give the main character their chance to shine. Once in a blue moon, you get an arc that does it hilariously correct. And I shit you not, if I were to zoom in on this right now, I think there's only 3 characters on the screen that I don't care about. And it's kind of crazy. Like, none of these niggas none of them were born. Yeah, I think that's actually the crazy part. None of the Phantom Troop members, you can argue some are more memorable than others. Some were just not there. Oh, okay, solo leveling, I'm dealing with the Weaviles and shit. Mid, but I liked it. The standard is high. I'm noticing the standard is high. It's a firefight. I'm going to say the arc's mid, but I liked it because it is just a firefight. It's a firefight, though. I would never look a One Piece fan in the eye and say this is as good as Arnold Park. You know what I mean? Obviously, some of these arcs are going to outscale others. If we end up making more tiers, then cool. But like, at least you could understand where I'm coming from while making the list, unless you're one of those people that skip to the end. However, this is one of those things I'd be like, okay, dog, how are you going to tell me that this one fight equals an arc? You know what I mean? Now this, I saw it in dub. Tusk sounds stupid. Outside of Tusk sounding stupid, it was fire. Even then, Tuska's voice, despite it being a little distracting, he was still a fun character to get into. His introduction is probably the best boss introduction thus far in the series, or at that point in the series, not thus far. Thus far means everything I've seen. At that point in time, he was the best introduced villain. Yeah, Spyro or Egress probably are both better than him, so actually just resend that take. But regardless, that was fun. It was fun as hell. The reassessment, this is just ore farming. This is classic ore farming. Now, did I like it? Yeah. But it's just ore farming. This is just an arc. Red Ribbon Army. Okay, I'm gonna tell you all the truth, and I'm gonna get cooked for it. Without the genocide, it's low-key an arc or mid. It's one of the two. But the genocide was there. You can't make me nerf it. Yo, and it's only there. It's only there for anybody that skipped to the end and commented on it. Can the chatters, can the person that watched the whole video do one favor for me? Anybody mad at this take? I am telling you, there is one reason it's there. I understand that it's probably just mid or an arc. That's fine. I believe you. But the genocide. It just slaughters an entire army for, I mean, not for no reason, but why are you killing people? Demon King Piccolo arc. Okay. Easily one of the most, if not the most emotional original Dragon Ball arc. And I think it's a testament to Dragon Ball because even some of you would be like, nah, you bugging, this is still up here. Yeah, it's fire too. I don't want to go peak, but yeah, it's easily fire. It's not that the fights are the best. It's not that every character gets their chance to shine the best, because ultimately, this is where I say, oh, yeah, characters can get their chance to shine, and it ain't really shiny for real. A lot of the other character moments are other moments out there. Some character moments shine, but a lot of them are just other moments out there. Wait for Goku, LOL. I said all of those criticisms, and I still have it in fire tier. Universe 6 versus 7, definition of an arc. And I know the Dragon Ball Super stands are coming for me. Hell, the Dragon Ball fans are coming on for me. Why? Because Hit's cool. Blue Kaioken, LOL. You put this up there for it? Yeah, well, guess what? The genocide's cooler. So don't even gotcha that. It don't even hit me with the gotcha. I understand that this arc has this moment, and this arc has, hell, the moment you're looking at. Yeah, sure. An arc tier may have a moment as well, but not in the satire way. But no, I'm not. Goku versus Hit does not dolo it to mid, but I liked it or anything like that. And I gotta be painfully honest, I didn't like a lot of the arc until Goku got in the ring against Hit specifically. The Frost Frieza thing. Interesting swerve, horrible execution because Frost himself is fucking boring. I have an entire team outside of Hit that I don't care about, if not an entire universe outside of Vados and Champa that I don't care about. There's only one character that I give a fuck about, and then he gets there, cucks Vegeta, LOL, fights Goku, kind of unbelievable start to it because I understand my Glorious King is better than Vegeta, but in base was nut. But then the fight turns up, it gets pretty good in my opinion, but then it turns into just like an over-the-top back and forth of Goku evolves, so then Hit changes his stance and evolves. So then Goku evolves again. So then Hit just screams. So then Kaioken, wait, what? That was, oh shit, that was cool. But then it's not even the conclusion of the arc for real. The arc ends that fight ends anticlimactic as well. A lot of people don't want to talk about that. I'm not saying Goku had to win it, but the way that he loses it was kind of like, I mean, I guess. I did think that that's what they should have done. Goku should have lost the arc. I'll put that out there so nobody thinks that I think Goku should have won. Monica does deserve to be the guy to win, considering they both had that stare down at the gods. Goku Black. This is a hot take. It's mid, but I liked it. Why is it mid, but I liked it? Because this arc is the screaming definition of high highs and low lows. It is, holy shit, the definition of high highs and low lows. You cannot sit there and tell me you think all of these moments are bad. Zamasu monologues, the plot twist all around Goku Black, Goku raging out, Vegeta raging out, and Blue Vegito are all bad moments, let alone the fucking reveal to Goku Black. You cannot tell me the entire arc misses. That's crazy. On the same coin, just the other side, you cannot, certainly not, tell me that this arc is all hits. You have the entire ending of it, and I do mean the entire ending of this arc is dog shit. Honestly, I'm not a fan of the Zamasu monologues, whatever speeches, whatever the fuck. I think Zamasu at some point is just chatting, bruv. You have Super Saiyan Rage, arguably, should be definitive, the worst transformation in Dragon Ball history. You have such an unbelievable amount of times of they lose, go back in time, lose, go back in time, lose, go back in time, to the point where the story snitches on itself, and it's like, yeah, no more of that shit. Then you introduce concepts that don't really get paid off. You have Vegeta go train, but it's like Vegeta was already gonna perform that way, kind of, sort of. I mean, technically not really, but it was already a stamina issue in the past, and it turned into a stamina issue again, so he went in the time chamber for no reason. And then you had these niggas learn the Mafuba, but then they're just gonna miss because you forgot to bring a thing. It's such a hit and miss arc. I would in no way, shape, or form consider it to be fire, but at the same time, calling it an arc is literally cap. It's memorable for a very good reason. Lee versus Gaara, trolls aside, the Soul Society arc. I mean, come on, man. I ain't gotta do that much. Come on, man. It got me into the show. Everything involving Ichigo is peak. Anything that's not involving Ichigo puts in fire. I want to say peak because most of it does involve Ichigo. I guess the fight with the Quincy versus that guy that was like, he was a weird looking dude and he escaped. That fight wasn't that bad. Oh, he's the Ichigo Glazer? Actually, no. Quite the opposite. I think that the other characters in Bleach, I guess this is a TSO hot take. I guess a lot of other characters in Bleach just don't give a fuck about. Like, I care about Rukia. I care about Ichigo. But on the same end, I do not give a fuck about Chad. Oh my God, I don't care about Chad. What's her name? Orange hair girl, Hime something. I'm forgetting her name. She's cool. As the series goes on, I'm starting to fuck with her more. But at that moment in time, I did not care about Orihime. And I did not care about Orihime at that moment in time. So no, I'm not an Ichigo Glazer. I just do not give a fuck about a lot of those characters. I'm going to speak my truth. A lot of chat's going to say peak. I'm going to say fire, but I could see peak because it's really good. Like, literally everything involving Ichigo, I would argue, is peak. Oh, these is the government shit. A lot of people think this is where Hunter x Hunter missed. I don't think it missed. So this is a hot take. I think it's mid, but I liked it. This is when Killua was defending his sister, and then, you know, you have this asshole trying to rise to power and shit like that. I liked it. I'm not going to say it's fire. It's not. But yeah, no, a lot of people think this is where, like, Hunter x Hunter just, you know, shittered. No, it's cool. Battle of Tross. Yeah, see, this is one of those things where I'm not going to sit there and tell you that, oh, yeah, Attack on Titan instant peak or whatever. This is, like, probably king of mid, but I liked it right now. Uprising. Oh, this is when they start shooting niggas. And then they have, like, all of these oh, this is actually really good. I'm not going to go peak because it's not even just the guns. It's when it's like when they get in that little ice chamber ass room and they start telling like history lessons. Like, One Piece fans swear I hate backstories. I don't. And that was a good one. Hero Killer Stain. Ida's dumbass try to fight Stain, get cooked. Then Deku steps in, he gets cooked. Then Todoroki comes in, doesn't get quite cooked. So then they jump him, get the dub. But then Stain gets back up. Yeah, it's fire. I can see this too. I can see this too, but I'm gonna go fire. I think it was. I enjoyed this fight. Where Aaron just said, "Fuck it, I win." When Aaron just said, "Fuck it," you're like, yeah, it's up there. When Aaron was just like, yeah. So here's the deal. You're a bitch. Because I don't like you, and I'm gonna walk over the city. Actually, the planet. Yeah, it's literally peak. For any YouTuber, yes, the chat is going to glaze Attack on Titan the entire fucking time. Do I think Attack on Titan is fantastic? Yeah. Keeping it cordial. I'm keeping it to my opinion, and I do think that these three were pretty fucking fantastic. There are some My Hero arcs that are just misses for me. I know some people like this. I like the opening to it. The opening puts it in it's an arc, but it's pretty bad. I'm bored with this one. It was boring. The entire time it was boring. All the schools line up, and then yeah, Deku's trying to learn like the cowling shit at this moment in time still. Uraka gets a fucking clone by the Toga bitch. Licenses, yes. Yeah, the wind guy, it's an arc. It's an arc. The fact that I'm mediocrely describing it, it's an arc. So this is war. A lot of the time, this arc cannot make sense. I'll go ahead and say it. But it's still gas. It is just fuck you good action. That scene where Deku swore Shige killed Bakugo. Oh boy. oh boy. For prior to that scene where Bakugo was like, yo, I am not anybody's bitch. That shit was fire. Toya's reveal was gas. All of that, man. Ooh, so this is Gungagoon when this guy gets introduced. This is towards I think this is still going. So at this moment in time, because I want to say that I can't call that where this is concluded, because right now she's about to, you know, get hit by 69 gods. So I'm going to say so far, it has the potential to be fire, but I'm going to say it's mid, but I liked it. But this is still ongoing, so this is pretty mick. This arc, okay, this fight's fantastic. Baku getting kidnapped, fire. Everything else, it's mid, but I liked it. Yeah, Deku versus Muscular is gas. Bakugo getting kidnapped is also gas. Everything in this arc is mid, but I liked it, if not damn near an arc. So I'm going to go ahead and say mid, but I liked it. Best of friend was fire, and fuck you if you disagree. I ain't gonna lie. Ooh, I know this is gonna get some people tight. This Don Krieg, right? I'm not gonna lie. I don't even like Don Krieg like that. I think the guy with the gun was more interesting. The guy that was like ate the food and he liked it there. Yeah, he was more interesting. It literally is how much do I fuck with Mihawk putting the fear of God in me. I'm going to say it's king of mid, but I liked it. Don Krieg was fun. I don't want to say that. I like how Luffy beat the shit out of him. I like this guy specifically, him right here. He was cool. And then it really comes down to Mihawk putting the fear of God in me. So I'm going to say it's the king of mid, but I liked it. If you go up here, you think there's an arc up here, there's no way that you're saying, you know, My Hero's going to be the guy that gets made fun of. There's no way you're saying, yeah, that's fine. Sure. We can talk about stories or whatever the fuck to where you have this or whatever. I'm not mad at anybody that does this. For me personally, I just don't find interest in Dawn Creek pretty much at all. To the point where I think it's cool. Oh, when Megami went to solo. Yeah, this is another case of right here. It's mid, but I liked it. I'm not gonna sit there and tell you that the entire arc is better, but yeah, it's mid, but I liked it. Egress, can't lie. I've been hoeing the solo fights for being just a fight or two. Egress is an exception. Hi, my nigga. Egress is an exception. Okay? When that nigga pulled up the Egress, you knew shit was different. And it was. So, hey, you could argue for the sake of consistency, it should be here. Hey, man, that's tough. 22nd Tenkaichi. Now, a lot of people debate a lot of people debate the 3 tournaments, and look at them, they're lined up right back to back. A lot of people debate the 3 tournaments over and over and over again. I've always thought that the 22nd wasn't a miss, but I'd like the 21st more. So conceptually, I'm gonna have it right around here. And I think it will even match this list, actually, when I'm looking at it. Because I was gonna say, but I might put it up here. But no, I think actually even on this list, I think it's gonna, I don't wanna call it mid, but it fits the tier name. Does that make sense? It's not a mid arc, but it's going in mid, but I liked it. This is on all accounts just solid tier. Actually, on all accounts, this really is just the solid tier when I'm looking at a bunch of these arcs. Because I think Greed Island is solid. I think Cert Village is solid. Yeah, actually, it's literally just the wording that's throwing people off. Yeah, if you made it to this part of the video, or editor, if you heard a hot take for yourself, make a quick synopsis, snipe, whatever the word is, edit here, to just say, yeah, at the end of the day, it's mid, but I liked it. It was, in translation, a different way of saying it's solid. The 23rd, Instant Fire. You take any emotion from this arc. Oh my God, I circled the wrong arc earlier. You take any emotion from this arc and you make the fights a lot better, to the point where you could even argue that this goes up here. I'm not gonna do that, but yeah, it's fucking fantastic. The 23rd Budokai is really, really, really good. Low-key peak. See, I would hear that, but then based on him doing Dragon Ball in order, I guess he got tired. I raise you the fucking Saiyan Saga. Now, that is fucking peak. And this is where, to be honest, this is where a lot of Dragon Ball fans say Dragon Ball hits its stride, where it became an all-timer. It was already iconic at that point, but this is where it became an all-timer. I'm still of the fence that I think that this arc's just a bit shy of it. Maybe not an entire tier on an own Dragon Ball list, but on this list, I think it will qualify more here than here. However, the Saiyan Saga, nigga, that's undisputed peak for me. And while we're at undisputed peak, man, go ahead, put up my boy Frieza. What people try to do with Dragon Ball Z is pretty nasty, in my opinion. As a Dragon Ball Z YouTuber that has then expanded into the Naruto verse, and then people tell me I don't know Naruto, but then I reread Naruto, rewatch Naruto so many times where I get credit for that, so then I go into the Straw Hat universe. And then now people, well, I'm probably still triggering, but at this point, Straw Hats don't hate me anymore, so it is what it is. But then after that, we get into the Bleachers and all these other animes. Why am I yapping? It's because I think if there's one thing that has stood true above all Dragon Ball Z discourse, is that there is a weird obsession with trying to call it a nostalgia bait, overrated anime. On rewatch, these 2 arcs are easily fucking fire. I don't know what we're doing. You are doing a lot to tell me, to convince me that if Goku's hair turned blonde in fucking 2025 for the very first time, the internet wouldn't fuck yourself, man. That is so crazy. Mind you, to act like Goku's hair turning blonde is just this arc is also ridiculous. That every character gets their chance to shine in both of these arcs. The Cell Saga, a lot of people have discourse on the Cell Saga. In fact, some people would go as far to say it's solid. Other people would go say it's peak. Me personally, it's peak. I'm I'm moving it. I'm team peak. A lot of people would then ask for the compromise to fire. I could see that. So society might end up moving up later. If you're confused about some of the mystery that's in it, if you don't like some of the antagonists in it, if you think Dr. Rose boring, 19's just there, second form cell, yap. But I think it, for whatever criticism you have, it is just overbearingly outweighed by either the narrative or visuals that this arc consistently gives you, to the point where I think it's safe to say this is a hell of a three-peat for Dragon Ball. Some would even argue a four-peat. The Buu Saga. Some people go peak, others go solid. This time, I'm team solid. I don't think the Buu arc was bad, and I don't think the Buu arc is also not as iconic as the other arcs. I don't think the Buu arc is something that is forgettable at all. However, I think the Buu arc just has too many glaring flaws for me to ignore, compared to the other ones at least. Sure, there's flaws in the Cell Saga. Sure, there's flaws in the Namek Saga. All right, my nigga, there might not be a flaw in the Saiyan Saga. But while the Buu Saga has hella peaks, it has its fucking flagrant flaws. Someone in chat keeps bringing up Majin Vegeta like I just forgot about it, and I'm gonna be like, oh shit, you right, Majin Vegeta. Like, no, everyone remembers Majin Vegeta. Everybody remembers the "You Are Number One" speech. Everybody remembers the Spirit Bomb. Everybody remembers Super Saiyan 3. There's endless shit to sit there and remember about in the Buu Saga. However, I'm gonna hit you with a nostalgia take. You niggas don't remember watching that shit weekly. Oh my God, this arc drags. Two, for a lot of the time prior to fusing with people, Buu is just like, we can understand he's strong for Zybes. You know, Frieza's strong for Zybes. Cell's strong for Zybes. Vegeta, you could even argue strong for Zybes. I think that's disingenuous, but fine. However, Buu at some point is just a little bit too, well, fuck it. What the fuck? Yeah, and while he gets whooped, he don't die, and it got annoying, especially given the fact that Cell was here, so you just had to deal with regen, but now you're dealing with magical Ultra Lord regen, and it's just like, I mean, okay, I'm gonna see this character get blown up into bits, get cut off, punched into a fucking yoga ball, see maybe 4 characters, despite what I said earlier about his power, surpass him in strength, but still can't beat him, and it's just like, ugh. Okay. And he starts fusing with characters. Shit gets kind of cool, but then you could argue at some point it gets a little Me personally, I liked Super Buu. Pretty much all forms or whatever. Kid Buu, I think, was low-key handled fantastically. I ain't got that many complaints about Kid Buu. I mean, he's the most memorable one for a reason. For all of the highs that you could have about this saga, there's just some lows to it. I think it's solid. If you are a Vegeta stan, you won't even have a conversation. Like, if Vegeta is your favorite character in anime, there is no way you don't think this is peak. Vegeta is easily given all of the flowers and big moments in the arc, but I think this arc just has too much shit that I don't like for it. Punk Hazard. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's an arc, nigga. I'm sorry. It starts pretty slow. When it turns up, but then even when it turns up, it starts slow again. And I think the worst part about it is that One Piece has had longer, more dragged out arcs. But this is an arc, maybe the arc in One Piece, that interrupts the flow of the story so much it annoys me. I will never forget, and I still believe that one of the bottom 5 One Piece episodes I've ever seen was Will Chopper Make the Train? Oh my God. Hey, you could blame Oda, Luffy, Toei, Funimation. I don't give a fuck who you blame. An episode dedicated to Will Chopper Make the Train? Oh my God. It was literally, we just had nothing. I'm not even talking about just having episodes like that. One Piece has had several episodes like that. However, this was a missed Luffy just beat, bro. The doctor, they're going outside. They're going to rendezvous to see Frankie fighting some motherfuckers and Don Flamingo on the way and shit. And you're just interrupting the episode with this troll shit. It was such a what the fuck. And then mind you, even the moment that I just mentioned in the moments prior to, I'm not going to act like One Piece hasn't peaked hilariously higher than that. It's an arc. Heaven's Arena. Heaven's Arena pretty good, chat. Heaven's Arena pretty good, chat. I ain't gonna lie. The only thing that's making me maybe not say peak, how like at some point they kind of fodder everyone too easily. But it's so memorable. And I might even still leave it in peak because it's just, even with me laughing at how they just fodder everybody for the longest time wasn't a bad thing. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, it goes to a point where they just push people out the ring. Like literally, it just get out. Basically, you learn about Nen in this arc. And obviously, you get a payoff of him fighting Ahsoka. But the main thing that makes me still want to say it's peak, you just realize, and this is a iceberg take, Nen's like one of the best power systems in anime history. So yeah, learning about Nen, pretty good arc. I guess to make it somewhat, instead of freezing cold, ice melting cold, I think Nen is the best. Oh, well, all right, Hunter, don't stop, nigga. Hey, for anybody that's doing the comparison thing, you got 3 Attack on Titans, you got 3 Hunters. Shout out to both of those anime. Yeah, I don't have to talk about this. The only argument you have is if you think Shapoof, the rainbow butterfly guy is that bad. Because I do think he's the one character that's boring. Everyone else, my God, Komogi, my God, Kite, Meruem, again, all the ants. And this is, hey, man. You get Godspeed, Killua, and Crash Out Gone. What do you want? Like, what more do you want? Oh, my fault. You'll get Netero too. Like, what more? Like, what do you want? When y'all bring up Netero, y'all think of the Buddha statue, the golden Naruto statue that just heems, Meruem. When I think of Netero, I think of that time that Netero walks in on Pito, healing Komogi. He walks out the room, and Gon's just like, and this nigga Netero. That nigga Netero was like, that shit is that's so fuck you. That is a fuck you funny moment, and Gon immediately crashes, bro. Time of Wonderland. Dragon Ball Delilah, you can include the entire series because the entire series is an arc. I'm not gonna say it stomps the Buu saga. I thought about it just to push an agenda. It doesn't stomp the Buu saga, but Delilah's fun. It has its hits, it has its misses. As a series, it's fire, but as an arc, it's solid. The Demon Realm does low-key stomp it. I mean, because it's an entire series, let me go into detail. I think considering that Delilah has the ability to start its own narrative, and as long as you know a certain point in time, certain transformations cannot happen, therefore you can end your narrative, it had way more freedom to not fuck up than per se a Buu saga or 22nd Tenkaichi, right? Because we're just going to compare it to the Dragon Ball arcs more than anything like that. However, outside of like, I think 2 episodes that were pretty pointless, and I liked one of the giant episodes, but it was pointless as fuck. And then there's one other one I'm forgetting. But outside of like, I think there's 2 flagrantly pointless ass episodes in this series. It doesn't have a lot of moments where it drags because the story's gonna flow. Yeah, no, I think the Buu saga definitely peaks higher unless you're going to talk about that one moment. That one moment in it, man. You pick your battle there, nigga. You pick your battle. I think it's very safe to say that the Buu saga peaks higher more consistently, definitely. Characterization-wise, you get way more emotion, way more character moments in the Buu saga than you do in Delilah. So for me, I'm gonna keep it right here in solid. Obviously, chat wants to do this. I'm not gonna. I'm with the trolls, but I gotta tell the truth. Goku did a backflip Kamehameha. Yeah, that's the moment I'm referring to. I don't know what y'all are referring to. I'm not referring to adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I think that's hype beast. I think this is apparently a hot take. I don't think that adult Goku Super Saiyan 4 is the best thing Delilah did. Hot Goku as a Super Saiyan 4 getting KO reverse back flipping into a Kamehameha was the hardest shit that nigga's done in a long time. That shit was fucking crazy. Okay, so we might have confused. Oh no, we did confuse it earlier. So this is the current shit. This is season 7. Fuck you, Shiggy. Oh, I see the lights in the background too. Yeah, this is, oh my God. Okay, I mean, they're relative, so I'm not even gonna yap. They're literally relative. I don't think there's a way that you outclass one or the other. They're so fucking relative to me that it's not even funny. I was talking about this arc earlier, so rather than that, I'm just gonna talk about this one. This arc, I think it has the potential to be higher with the things that they're discussing with Uraraka and Toga, with the dynamic between All For One, Shigaraki, and Deku going to finally have a payoff, with Bakugo seemingly having that like come to reality moment, but then at the same time, he's Bakugo, so he's probably going to do something really cool soon. I like how UA also isn't flagrantly stupid in this arc. Like, they kind of put respect on UA's name in the way that they schemed of going about the greatest threat that they've ever seen. The only thing I don't like, and someone said they like it, I'm not a fan of Toto kicking Dobby's ass kind of flagrantly, and then Dobby just getting back up again. Maybe that's controversial. I'm not going to lie. Like, I think the reveal of Dobby, I called him Toy early. Oh, the same nigga. I think the reveal of Dobby was fucking awesome. But I don't like that Toto whoop buddy. And then for 5 episodes, he was whooped and then just stood up again. I ain't like that. I feel like this is where both of these arcs have a flaw where sometimes shit just happens, but it's fun. Some shit is head scratchy. Simple as that. Search for Tsunade, the most underrated Naruto arc to me. I think it's so fucking good. I'm not gonna call it peak. Naruto does peak higher, but I think this arc is so fun. I think I'll keep it for the sake of simplicity. Nah, fuck you. I'm going fire. I think it's really good. I think it's that good. Whether you want to talk about Tsunade as a character getting insane characterization, you talk about Kishimoto not being able to write good female characters. This is the one time he did it at a fantastic rate. You talk about the stakes in this arc being really good. Hey, gang, we need a Hokage. Oh, here's this one. She's just a drunk bastard who keeps like fucking with Orochimaru, who keeps telling Naruto he can't be Hokage one day. Then you talk about the fact that you just get to see the 3 Sannin. Also, from a hype beast, you get the first fucking Rasengan. This is when they go in that house with the drummer guy, right? The drummer demon. This is solid. I wouldn't say it's an arc. The ending of it is pretty, this is textbook an arc. I mean, I might even say pretty bad. If you like Eri or Deku a lot, you're gonna say it's solid. I'm gonna say it's an arc. But La Brava and Gentle Criminal, they redeem themselves later a little bit, but no, it's pretty bad. I can't do it. This was, you know what? This was disappointing. The fight was good. This is gonna be the weirdest thing I say today. This fight was good, but I thought like more shit would come from America. Like, the fight was good, but it was just like, really? Like, maybe she should have been number 2. Cause like, you're gonna introduce the number 1 and then she had a good fight. I don't want to say it's mid, it's an arc because it's more, I'm going to put it in solid. Because I don't want to say it's just an arc because that fight was really good. But it was just disappointing to me. I was disappointed in the fact that it was like, don't get me wrong, they killed her off in a cool way. They put on Shiggy in a cool way. She still has her impact on the series, if you know, you know. But it's just like, really? That's it for America? Not trying to be a patriot or no shit. Fuck America, right? You know, whatever, however you feel about the country. But like, it was disappointing to me. I'm gonna put it in solid because the fight was good. But if anything, rather than this, Chad, I'm looking here because I was disappointed. But that's just me. This is the first arc. Oh, the first arc was good. Yeah, I don't even think this is a hot take because this is where My Hero, remember, if you're old enough to remember or you were watching anime early enough to remember, this was around, from here to Stain was when My Hero had the take that which anime had a better 60 episodes. So this shouldn't even be like a hot take or anything that like y'all are bitching about. This was like one of the 2 arcs that did it. This was on some shit where it was like, oh yeah, I ain't seen no better 60 episodes than this. Now, was I on that train? No. But, you know, All Might versus Nomu, Deku trying to deal with the threat of Shigaraki, everybody getting a fucking wake-up call that you're not strong enough, so how do we make these weird-ass quirks work to defeat these villains that are way stronger than us? I like the map. I like the fact that the setting had multiple settings. That was kind of creative. Yeah, no. I actually think it was fire. Oh, yes. Yes. True peak is here. Look, I'm gonna just say I've seen the movie, so I'm gonna judge it off of the movie because currently so far I would have to rank it like how I did this arc, and I don't want to do that. So the movie, the way they handled it in the movie, it was pretty good. Nothing too crazy. It was solid. Yo, okay. Now I don't know if some of you think I've been mean to Demon Slayer or a nice Demon Slayer. This is fucking fun. I'm gonna say it's solid. I don't think it's better than like Boo or the 22nd or Delilah or this arc or stuff like that, but it's fun. Now that moment is fucking gas. Hinakami, when that shit switched to fire. This arc is solid too. I don't even yap about it. It's okay. So this is where I'll say a criticism of My Hero. My Hero needs to work on making like, because My Hero was good at it. My Hero's good at making you care about like Deku and Bakugo, and I do care about Todoroki's family. They invested a lot of time into it, but I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I don't care about it as much as I should. You know what I'm saying? Like they do a good job making you care about Deku. They do a good job making you care about Bakugo. Hell, they make a good job making you care about Hawks. And I think Todoroki's fucking awesome. So I care about him. But in terms of the Bloodline rules, Mama Roots, not only is WWE's Bloodline shit more interesting, I care about Dobby and them. I care about Dobby, Endeavor, Todoroki, and the mom, to all at very different levels. Put it that way. That's the best way I'll do it. I care about Todoroki so much more than I do either Endeavor or the mom. I go back and forth on them, to be fair. Then I do about Toya / Dobby. Then I do about literally anybody else. Bloodline is peak. Put it on the list. Look at you now. Funny enough, Bloodline would unironically be up there. The Bloodline story is actually peak. This is, Hunter exams. All right, chat. Look, I'm not putting you on because most of y'all niggas know. But if you think the tuning exams are gas, I'm not saying it's better. But I think you'll love the Hunter exams. Now, do I think it is better at this moment in time? I'm gonna say we'll see when I rank the tuning exams. But in general, though, I think this is fire. Oh, the rumbling. Moving on up here. Don't argue with me. Okay. Now, if you want to argue that this should go down because this shouldn't be included with that, I hear you. In hell, maybe that's even just a straight up good argument. But yeah. No, that just cut it out. cut it out. The rumbling is fantastic. All right, so Logtown, this is solid. I'm not even saying arc. Yeah, I go solid. I'll sneak it in solid. Zoro versus, you ain't moving me with that. Yeah, I'll move it in solid. It's solid. Okay, Itachi Pursuit. We don't need to troll. I don't think it's peak. Swag, if you see this, may come hunting for me. I don't think it's OD peak, but it's fire. I fuck with that. I don't think it's OD peak, but it's fire. This is Granola. So Granola has the advantage of being a manga judged arc because, it's not fucking animated. The Granola arc, I think a lot of people hate this arc a little too strong. I like the Granola arc, dog. I don't know. A lot of people have like turned heel on the Granola arc, and I'm like, that's you. I like it. I dead ass like it. I have a good time with reading the Granola arc. I don't see the hate. I see there's certain things to not like. I think at some point the arc kind of trolls its ending a bit, because are you going to have Vegeta be the guy? No. Okay, then you're going to have Goku be the guy? No. Okay, then you're going to have Granola be the guy? No. Then Gas is crashing out again for some reason. Then hell, hey, Frieza, what the fuck? Type shit. But it's still fun. Reverse Mountain. This looks like the same thing. Oh, Inside the Whale, outside of Laboon storyline, chat. Ooh, boy, Laboon hard carrying right now. Because everything else, I don't care. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Cook me. The Last. I'm not gonna lie. Controversial, I guess. Not really. It's an arc for the Last didn't hit for me like a lot of people did. I don't see the hype. I don't see the hype for the Last. I guess the love story. Yeah, sure. Cool. I think the issue is it's built where it's positioned, aka being the last part, and you've done not dog shit, but you could have done a lot better of buying me into this love story. So now you're trying to give me a dedicated arc to it. It kind of just feels a little eh. Maybe that's what it is. And the fact that the Tentagon nigga, whatever that shit is, he was cool. Yeah, Yeah, I'm sticking 10 toes on it. If you like it, you like it. I think it's an arc. Whiskey Peak. I see Vivi, and I thought pretty bad. But then I remember that this is where like they fight the number niggas. So like you got Booger Boy, you got the weight dropper bitch. It's an arc. Jaya, damn, yeah, I did not study One Piece names. I just watched the series. Is that where they're like at that bar? Is that, yeah, the Bellamy One Punch? Oh. Yeah, so this arc's weird. Hear me out. This arc's weird. It introduces a lot of shit and ties up shit, but where I'm assuming I'm judging the episodes, it doesn't do something for the arc. It's just a perfect, like, building block ass arc. Does that, so it introduces Blackbeard and it cucks Bellamy because you just came from Skypiea and holy shit, hey, Blackbeard's on the way. Or is this before Skypiea? Because Blackbeard, oh yeah, no, because Blackbeard is like Skypiea is real and then they go to Skypiea. So I'm wrong. This is before. Yeah, it's a building block ass arc to me with a couple memorable moments. I'm gonna keep it here, but I can see this. But I'm gonna keep it here. Okay, this is on all accounts the arc of One Piece arcs. I mean, my God, if anybody is triggered that the Foxy Pirates Long Island, this is like on all accounts an arc. There are a lot of One Piece. Let me shuffle it up with a Dragon Ball, the Broly arc. Yeah, I hate to be that guy. It's fucking cool, man. It's Broly. Enies Lobby. Oh no, Water 7. So fun fact for me, I made that mistake on accident on purpose because I always end up combining Enies Lobby and Water 7 because it's kind of like a fluid story. Water 7's fire. Enies Lobby to me is peak. And the reason why Enies Lobby to me is peak, and furthermore why I combine them, is because I think Usopp versus Luffy is obviously a good emotional moment. But you get that payoff once you get to Enies Lobby, where you have, why is he the Sniper King? Because of what happened in Water 7. Not to mention why you give a fuck about Nico Robin. Obviously, we could talk about why you care about Luffy versus Lucci, all these other things. Again, I think Water 7 is a peak stepping stone arc to what Enies Lobby was. So that's why I'm on some shit like, bro, I'm not saying that I think that this is not a peak-ish arc, whatever, but if I have to divide them, I think this is a clear difference between the two. However, this shit's fucking fantastic. This shit's fucking fantastic. The Great War Arc, one hit quitter, TKO, fire. This is Naruto's version of the Buu Saga. However, I think this version, thankfully, has a bit more highs than it does lows, to the point where I give it the nod. But I've always referred to these two as being like their own, not misses of their series, but where the series can get a little wonky. You can get it a little draggy, but it's still damn good when you get to the parts you want to be like, get to. For example, the War Arc will have some shit like Naruto turn KCM2, but then give you like 10 of the worst fights in the fucking series prior to it. Yeah, you skip that because you had the ability to binge and select episodes. Watching these niggas fight Zetsu's nameless shinobis and that one swordsman guy that one time was fucking weird. No, bro. That shit was not fun. There's a lot of bad fights in the War Arc, bro. And I think, including Kaguya, that's already controversial. I think fire is a very safe place to put this. I don't think I need to discuss it too much. Tournament of Power. This is one that chat just loves. This is my opinion, the chat arc. I think it's solid. This is the chat arc, because this is the arc, and the reason why I'm calling this the chat arc is not necessarily that I think most of my chat will call this peak, but this is that arc that a comment 232 or a chatter will sit there and go, question mark? Name this moment, and that moment, and this moment, and that moment, and this moment, and that moment. Gang, this motherfucking arc got some shitters. It just got some shitters. I said this earlier. I stand corrected if I said it was the arc that was there. The Tournament of Power is literally, of the entire list, the arc of highs and lows. The arc of highs and lows. And I think some of you all are actually young enough to have watched this live. When I tell you this arc was memed as a coin flip on good episode or bad episode because it will go from Gohan and Piccolo fighting the Namekians to finding Bugman to Goku having Ultra Instinct debut to killing a sniper guy with Tien. It's just so much stuff in this arc that is beyond good, fire, or even peak. But my God, there is some straight up pretty bad episodes in this arc, to the point that I cannot on any grounds. I can say it's better or worse than the Buu Saga. We'll do that one day if I haven't already done that. Opinions can change. But I will certainly say without a doubt, it does not outscale it, and it certainly isn't an arc that I would just say is all around fire peak. Whole cake. Does it drag? Yes, it does. Is it bad? No, it's not. Whole cake's pretty fucking good, man. Whole cake's pretty fucking good. Land of Wano. Please correct the chatter, the commenter that is mad I don't have this in peak because I am currently watching the fucking arc. Being said, Wano right now for me is already looking like it's gonna be hard to kick it out of fire. It's getting there because these are probably the best batch of backstories we've gotten in a long time. Maybe since Law? Yeah, I'd say since Law, these are like better backstories. The animation spike, even the episodes that are just supposed to seem like one-offs or whatever, they get animated beautifully, like Zoro versus the fat-ass ninja guy that ended up being the dog type shit. It's around here. But again, can we please, for the love of God, register that I have not finished fucking Wano? Okay, this is easy. What this meant to the series? Fire. This fight? Peak. The arc? Pretty fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and say solid, but I could see someone going higher. So yeah, I'll you know what? I'll even squeeze it into fire. But if you had it in solid, not mad. If you had it in peak, you have an argument for it. It's weird, but you do. I'm gonna go fire. Land of Waves. Land of Waves is damn good, my boy. I mean, people to this day sit there and talk your heads off about Haku and Zabuza. Now, is there an argument for it being in peak? No, a lot of people think that sometimes. I think if anything, it has an argument for being in solid, just because you can sit there, rewatch it, and say, hey, gang, you niggas overrate them goddamn Haku and Zabuza. But I don't think that's the case, especially not with Haku. Maybe if you want to be that guy to Zabuza, but I think Land of Waves is pretty fucking fire. It sets the tone for what Naruto actually is about, not what you bullshit niggas made up a narrative for. Land of Waves sets up a reality for what the verse of Naruto actually is about. God. Oh, speaking of when you made your shit up, here are the tuning exams. Now, tuning exams discourse is depressing, but the arc? I mean, come on, man. I'm not going to be that guy, man. You look, you have an argument to drag it. You do. You do. For those that are like, there's no way you put it in peak, you do have an argument. If you want to sit there and say that preliminaries are predictable, they were. If you want to sit there and say the force of death outside of a couple moments, overrated, you can. I disagree. But I think it just hits that peak. You know how like all these arcs have those multiple peak moments? Tuning exams does that too many times. It does that too many times. Whether you're talking about Naruto versus Gaara, Sasuke's Chidori debut. I put Naruto versus Gaara all in one catalog, but the 2K Uzumaki barrage. Neji's fuck you speeches. Again, hate the discourse around it, but Neji versus Naruto speech was fire. The fight. But as my favorite moment with 10-10, Lee versus Gaara. I'm not gonna sit there and say the arc isn't peak. Discourse around it is fucking annoying. But if I were to ignore the annoying internet, this is peak. What is this? Oh, this was cool. Is this where he goes underground and he fights that demon? Yeah, it's an arc. Tenchi Bridge, definition of solid. Very emotional, but it's short, sweet, to the point. I won't say too short, too sweet. Obviously, you know, you have like 47 episodes, 30. How short is it, Sage? It's cool. Akatsuki suppression arc. Honestly, same-ish tier. More memorable, debatably. But same tier. I don't think these two dwarf each other. Impel Down. I like Impel Down, but Impel Down can drag a bit. So I'm going to put that in solid as well. Jiraiya. Okay, this was a sad one. Off of emotions, this got me. This hurt me. Ooh. Okay, so this is a weird one to rank. And I don't know if I'm still currently watching it, per se, right? I just seen this fight. I just seen the uppercut, the Shoryuken. Oh, that is the one episode? Okay, cool. Now, that's what I was going to say. You could argue in a weird way basically everything that happens in that domain as an arc, I'm going to say it was fire. Just to give credit to it, because I do think that this hits like egress peaks. So yeah, it's right around here. Amazon Lily. Oh, that's an arc. I'm sorry. 5 Kage Summit, instant fire. Instant fire. This is like one of the coolest arcs in Naruto. Zoe. What's Zoe? Oh, that arc. Yeah, it's an arc. Oh, when the love triangle was born between the other tots. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Gunga gonna just be cooking shit. I don't know. I like it. Sasuke recover. Okay. This is another one of those, and as a to be fair, I said it about Dragon Ball. Sometimes you pull this shit with Naruto. Stop pulling this shit with these old mainstream ass animes. You don't have to be an asshole to sit here, and you don't have to be that guy, okay? You don't have to look me in the eye and tell me that both of these arcs are not peak. Come on. Okay, fine. Naruto's overrated. Stop. Fishman Island. The fun fact, chat, I rewatched this arc just to see how I felt about it over time, and I'm gonna be honest. I ain't fucking with it, bro. I ain't fuck with it. Why? Someone in chat hit it on the money. Of all things, what you cannot do to me is bore me. And that's the problem. You know how I say I don't care? I still be invested in the story. I'm still trying to invest into the character. I could just say I don't care, but I'm watching. This arc bored me. I was bored. So I'm going to say it's bad. Let's see. So this is Fake Uchiha. The Fake Uchiha arc is solid. The issue is it's kind of predictable. You don't feel like anyone's ever in trouble. And I memed it. To a degree, you could argue Sarada's premise of, are you my mom? Shit, are you even my dad? Kind of fucking LOL. I don't think that drags it down. I just think LOL, stupid tot. But it's just, I can't call it fire outside of the one fight with Sakura, because the fights in it, honestly, are okay fights. And then not only that, the moments are, y'all gonna stop trolling or not? Again, no matter what happens, I have no fear in anything going wrong in this arc. So I have to go solid, even though it's an interesting concept. Konoha Crush. Oh, he did separate them. Okay, Konoha Crush, hear me out. Solid. I usually combine it. So for the sake of that, I'm going to keep this up here. Kind of like the same way I did with One Piece in Enies Lobby. I'm going to keep that up there. But Konoha Crush, contrary to popular belief, I'm going solid. Why? Of all the things, I can't get over the 15 episodes. Know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I can't get with the 15. I can't do it. The 15 consecutive episodes of Soul Reaper. So then Orochimaru's like, yeah. And then the monkey's like, I can't do it. You got me. It's one moment that brings it down. It is the moment that brings it down. I do not care. It probably fire? Yes. I can't do it. I cannot do it. It was so flagrantly annoying. Oh, that moment where that random ass nigga just popped up on them niggas and almost killed Itadori, and then Sukuna was just like, I'm better than him. Yeah, this was fun. This is a fun arc, man. I don't know. Cell Max, the movie and the arc is pretty good. Simple, straight to the point. It's definitely either fire or solid. I can see fire, but I'm more so gonna say solid. But this is like straightforward. Like this is like the arc that, like, what do you complain about? It's not main character time. Hell, the main character's not the main character. It's not no stakes. The main character's literally gone. Type shit. So on every account, this is like what a Dragon Ball fan would want. It just doesn't, to me, peak as high as some people would think it is. Thriller Bark. You got an episode, maybe technically two, disgustingly backpacking you. I'm just gonna say a moment, just so we're not trying to count exactly where it starts and ends. You got one moment. Oh boy, because my nigga, if that moment can even be argued as its own separate mini arc, this is the worst on the list by a mile. It just was not fun. It wasn't. It was boring. And then, honestly, it was also unbelievable. It was like, okay, so Moria won? Oh, wait, he didn't win? Yes. So I'm not with it. Ain't nobody, ain't no Straw Hat alive gonna convince me that it's funny enough to qualify, that certain moments are great enough to qualify outside of that one fucking moment that is still to this day a top 5, if not 3, if not One Piece moment to me. But no, you're not doing that. Okay, so this is Dark Tournament, so apologies to this then. What's this? Is this their first coming together party? You never is bad. Fuck it. You got me. You never sells. You got me. Your cat's out the bag. You won. There's never a moment in time where you use ass. Sorry, so I don't know what arc that is. Just put in fucking fire and move on. Dark Tournament's built different. Next. Like, holy shit. I'm not gonna sit there and try to figure it out. You is never ass. It's just a matter of wasn't as good as Dark Tournament. I haven't finished you yet. I'll let you know when I do and we'll recap it. UA Tournament is so fun to me. UA Tournament is really fun to me. Now, maybe that's because I'm a sucker for tournament arcs, but UA Tournament's fun. And I'm speaking my truth. I understand objectively it should be here, but it's a fun arc for me. Yeah, I had a lot of fun watching it. I did. My favorite one? Yeah, it's really my favorite one. I understand it's not the best one. If I had to do an objective ranking list, when I do that objective ranking list, I will 100% sit there and be like, okay, yeah, fuck no, it's not going to win against this and that. But do I like it? Oh yeah, I fucking like it. Marineford. I've done a lot of, One Piece right now has 3 pretty bads, has some it's and arcs. Done a lot of dunking on Straw Hats. Y'all don't need to act weird, man. We don't have to do this. My nigga, Marineford is one of the best arcs I've fucking seen. My nigga, Marineford is fuck you good. Marineford's fuck you good. Skypiea. Oh, shit. Now, Skypiea, here's the thing. Skypiea, one of them shits where if you call it bad, everyone goes, it's important. But if I sit there and rank it out of importantness, then I'd be lying and like I had fun. I didn't have fun. So I'm putting it in its arc. Because I didn't have fun watching this arc, but I understand it's important. I didn't have fun. like I didn't have fun watching that shit. But it's an important arc. It's been like, you could argue like 3 different arcs have referred to something that happened in Skypiea. Skypiea is very important. Battle of Gods, again, the movie, I think is the best Dragon Ball movie of all time. I've notoriously stated that. I don't think it's a hot take. Well, actually, no. Nowadays it is, because nowadays y'all have Broly and Superhero, because they're the 2 recent ones. But the arc, yeah, come on down, buddy. The arc, come on down. You are giving like run for money worst one here. Holy shit. You know how I talked about Naruto having the scene? How about Goku and Beerus for like, I shit you not, at least 1, if not 2 entire episodes, just screaming at each other, punching each other's knuckle to knuckle. But then here's the fucking worst part. The sound it makes is so annoying. Oh, Fated Battle of Brothers. Oh, you got real technical. River kept it safe for Naruto. Okay, so this is pretty fucking relative to me. I for sure bundle these 2. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, I bundle these 2. So here you go. I'm just gonna keep them right next to each other. I don't cut it off at when he, like, they're the same arc to me. Drum Island. What's Drum Island? Oh no, it's that arc that I did not give a fuck about. It's like Chopper's debut. You know what's crazy? I like Chopper's backstory though. I like Chopper. Chopper's backstory, the doctor, they hard carry. I'm going solid. Backstory carries. Goon debut. Definition of solid. Nothing too crazy. Definitely confusing for its time. Goon does ultimately get better, but it's a fun fight, memorable fight. I will not forget it. Oh, this is Moro. The Moro arc. Sorry, now I'm playing. It's fire though. I'm not gonna go peak. I know a lot of people want to go peak. I'm not gonna go peak. I know technically this has them in the same arc. I do think the Moro arc is better than Granola, but I'm not gonna go peak. I don't think it's peak. I think it's fun. Really, 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 really good though. What is this? Post-war. Is this where they meet back up at Sabaody? Oh, wait, no. I see the tots. Is this the backstory? Oh, it's just Luffy's flashback? Oh, okay. Luffy's flashback. Yeah, solid. Yeah, this was fun. This was fun. Don't get me wrong. It was fun. I'm not going to say it's anything too fire or anything like that, but it was fun. Kazekage Rexy. Okay, I have to be that guy. This confirmed that I didn't care about adult Gar for me. Because I know this is supposed to be fire, peak even. I just did not. Maybe because I didn't give a fuck about Gara. Maybe because I thought the Datara fight was anticlimactic. Sakura and Chio got the boxing. And it also, oh my God, it does have the worst fight in Naruto history to me. Yeah, no, I'm fine with this. It's an arc. I forgot it has one of the worst fights in Naruto history for me. It's an arc. Alabasta or Arabasta. I called it Alabasta for the longest, so I still say Alabasta a lot. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I could even maybe one of you motherfuckers say peak, and I'm not mad at it. But I got one word for you that's taking it to fire and not even looking up. Vivi. I hate this fucking character. She sucks. Get her out of here. The very first like arc in Attack on Titan. I don't know what you fucking call it. Again, it's been a long time. It's fire. I need to talk about that. Moving on. Sabaody. Sad ass arc now that I think about it. Sad ass arc. Damn, I didn't even think of Sabaody like that for real. But that arc is fucking sad, man. You know what? I'ma do it. I'ma put it in peak. That shit is sad, man. And now I'm thinking about it. I think I am also going to graduate Soul Society to peak, ladies and gentlemen. All for the strength of Ichigo. But I'm looking at all these other moments that happen in here, and I'm just like, yeah, no, Ichigo's pretty fucking cool the whole time. So yeah. Oh, this arc. Okay, this arc was solid. That fight is fucking awesome. But this arc is solid. This is, for those that don't, this is like when they're on the street and Nobara and Itadori beat up like my blood's brother and shit. Yeah, that fight is fucking awesome. I wouldn't say the arc is fantastic, but the fight is fucking awesome. What is this, Little Garden? Chad, what the fuck is Little Garden? The Giants? Oh, I like that arc. I'm not gonna call it peak though. I do like it. But I only care about Usopp in this arc. Hold on. Before I sit there and call it solid, I only give a fuck about Usopp and the Giants. Like, yeah, you know what? It's not enough. But I can see this. If you wanted to go to solid, but I only like Usopp in his relationship with the Giants here. Not that I don't care about Luffy, don't care about Sanji, don't care about Nami and them about to die and shit. But it's not enough, you know? Yeah, I just really feel for Usopp seeing like these two giants consistently beat the shit out of each other. I have respect for both of those giants individually, and therefore Usopp. That's how I feel about it. Yeah. Mahita. Oh wait, he separated them. Okay, well we're just gonna put that right up there next to it. I usually keep these relatively the same. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in fire. Yeah, I usually combine these two as well. All-time jumping. Hilarious. Dressrosa. So here's the thing about Dressrosa. Could have been love. It could have been. But it drags too much for me. I cannot do it. Fuck you. Can't do it. Can't do it. I'm sorry. You got me. Predictable. You've heard it before, Straw Hatters. But I literally can't do it. Is peak in the manga. That's awesome. I didn't read it. It's just so fuck you slow for no reason. It's literally mind-numbingly fuck you slow. I don't understand it. Chat, can we get the emote, please? There we go. Chat's getting it. See this emote? This is from a screenshot that if you were on Twitch and maybe some of it made YouTube, I think the editors had to do a little snip here. That emote was live for 10 seconds. And I think I'm barely exaggerating. I think I wanted to say I counted to 6 to 8. It literally was so weird. We were like, oh, he's gonna do something? we were like, yo, is he gonna talk? He was just sitting there. The whole time, we're like, what the fuck is this point? So he's just sitting there watching like this fucking birdcage earthquake going on, and he's just like, what the fuck, bro? I swear, rewatch it, time it yourself. Even if I'm dragging it, I just count it. You will see, like, okay, it wasn't technically this, it was technically that. but it's fucking bad. It's that bad. And that's just like the tone of the entire arc. A lot of people were hyping up this Zoro versus Pika fight because chat likes self-control. But I was like, okay, I'll look forward to a nigga named Pika one day. That payoff was fire. It did not help me. It didn't work for me. And if that's a hot One Piece scorcher, fuck it. I think that fight is awful. That shit lasted too damn long, nigga. Oh my God. If anything, Sabo is the fucking saving grace of the arc outside of obviously Law, Doflamingo, and Luffy. I know I've been dunking on the arc, but my God, I will repeat, just so you understand why it's in fucking fire and why I would have put it peak had not been for the pacing. Doflamingo, Law, and Luffy are so fuck you good in this arc. They are fuck you entertaining, good, backstory to backstory, current plot lines, hidden agendas, whatever the case may be, whether it's the fights, the story, anything, but they are so fuck you good in this arc. Y'all know I'm a Zoro stan, and I was like, yeah, no, Luffy's just way more entertaining right now. It's hilariously them three, Gap, Blind Cousin Sabo, Gap, everyone else, in my personal opinion. But also, side note, Rebecca is almost as annoying as Vivi. The toy soldier, when he turns human, is pretty annoying too. When he was a toy soldier, he was a fun character. Turn that nigga back. That's fucked, man. Don't do that shit. And to end it off with some peak, yes, it's peak. You don't do the pain. Come on, man. This is honestly, we talk about emotions. This is the most emotional you get for Naruto by a lot, considering that this is the guy that killed his master and pretty much on multiple occasions could have killed him. Mind you, he killed everyone else that he loves. You learn a lot about the character of Naruto. You learn about how wrong Naruto truly could be. Everybody told us Neji was right, bro. Neji was right, bro. No, I thought you niggas would be behind this motherfucker who actually made some good points on some Thanos shit. The issue is he's on some Thanos shit. Thanos ain't right. This ain't the way to do it, but it's a way to do it. You know what I mean? I don't need to go into it. I think this is like one of the colder takes out there. Most anime casuals will tell you they like the Pain arc as peak. I won't be ranking them by best, but before we go, I'm gonna do this and say 5 faves. I'm not going to determine, by the way, these favorites do not mean these are the top 5 best. These are just my 5 favorites to watch. Hidden Inventory with Toji. Oh shit, yeah. Can we just imagine Hidden Inventory like high fire, low peak? Comment below. I like Hidden Inventory a lot. High fire, low peak, you know, flip a coin. But yeah, that's a really good one. That's you know what, usually before chat goes down this rabbit hole, you're good. Yeah. By the way, another one, honorable mention that's not here, 7 Deadly Sins. Yeah, go ahead, put all of that shit in It's an Arc. I'm playing. There's probably one arc in 7 Deadly Sins that I liked a lot, but you need to put the rest of that shit down there, bro. GT? This is the only other ones we're adding. If I'm missing something, I'm missing something. No Full Metal. I haven't finished Full Metal. That's fair. No, don't do this, man. I was trying to avoid the fucking GT fans. Omega Shenron, solid. Textbook solid. Definitely has its hits and misses. The ending is fantastic. For most people, this is the best ending in Dragon Ball. Simple as that. I don't need to talk about it, but they have obvious flaws. A lot of the dragons, in fact, I would say all of the dragons not named Ice, Nova, Neva? Why do I almost call them Neva? Ice, Nova, and Omega Shenron. If you're not one of those 3, oh my God, I do not care. And furthermore, I think Ice and Nova should have got even more time than they already did. Goku's fucking cool in this arc because he's Goku. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is a very debated. Is he good or bad? He's cool to me, and I think that's the problem. Gogeta's supposed to be actually cool, not shrug shoulder cool. But, you know, type shit, things of that nature. He had his reasons for why he couldn't be Ultra Lord cool, but we've talked about that in the past. Overall, I think this arc has a ton of hits and misses and therefore puts itself in a solid arc placement. We're going to go here just so we don't go insanely in reverse order. The Black Star arc is on all accounts an arc of an anime, to be very blunt with you. Very forgettable. You could like dead snap this arc out of existence, change how you start the baby arc a bit, and it's fine. It's just irrelevant, does not matter, but it's fun to see Goku and his friends travel the world again. The baby arc is genuinely the fun one. I'll even go as far as to say It's high solid, low fire. I'm not going to go fire only because I do think sometimes you can overrate it a bit, but it's still really good. I think it's very contention with the likes of a Tournament of Power. It's in contention with the likes of a Buu Saga. I think Baby is a better antagonist than probably both that we mentioned. In terms of concept, definitely. In terms of execution, very much debatable. You have Super Saiyan 4 as well. But when you list those things compared to all other moments in the saga, you realize it's not bad at all. Not bad. You can, again, I thought about putting it in fucking fire. But it's right there. I don't think it clears these, let alone clears these enough for me to go here. Type shit, things of that nature.
Here comes a new challenger.
Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah. You know what?
Somebody smells like shit.
Yeah, I'm putting Thriller Bark there with it so it has a friend, but this is the head honcho. This is the worst one. To be honest, technically it's this, but I'm just pushing an agenda. This is the worst one. That shit is awful. And to this day, like I said, there is no Straw Hat alive that can convince me. There is no meditating Goku stan that can convince me that this arc has any redeeming qualities. It's just bad. Horrid antagonist. I'm not a fan of Super 17. Hell, it's to the point where he drags down the dynamic with Goku that the most interesting character is Android 18, who's barely fucking there. No, get it out of here. Again, Thriller Bark is objectively better. That one moment does disgustingly stop anything that happens in here. I'm just triggering Straw Hats. And to be honest, this arc is so bad, I can't even trigger Straw Hats. You're alone, dog. This sucks. Anyway, we're at the 5 faves. This is not in order. I'm going to easily say one that I don't have to think about I'm putting up there. Without a shadow of a doubt, Shibuya. Love Shibuya. I'm sorry. I love that I hate Shibuya. Shibuya depressed me. It's going up there, buddy. I'm not saying it's the best JJK arc even. Hidden Inventory, shout out to that one chatter, actually gives it a damn good run for its money. I think Hidden Inventory is fantastic. But no, Shibuya fucking broke my heart. This shit had me in despair. It's on camera. Without any conversation whatsoever, you're not convincing me, bro. Hey, gang, put the fries in the bag. I love the Saiyan Saga. Put the fries in the fucking bag. It's not happening. You're not moving it. So stop the bitching. This arc's better than manga. I don't care. Not happening. You're not happening. I think the Saiyan Saga is so unbelievably good. I think this is like literally the complaining to complain arc because I personally don't see a problem with it. That's how good I genuinely don't see a problem with this arc. Next, Sasuke Recovery. Welcome to the stage. I'm not doing it. Actually, no, it's not better than 2 other ones. Close, but yeah, honorable mention. Honorable mention. There's 2 other ones that are shockingly I'm taking over. Yeah, there's 2 other ones I actually like more than this one. Not gonna lie. Put it in there. Easy. And I might have did bad math. Sasuke might be up in there. But yeah, no, Chimera Ants. This arc had me literally like, yeah, so Hunter x Hunter is just the greatest shit I've seen in my motherfucking life. Now, I'm not saying right now I think it's the best one, even though I know the internet wants to go Attack on Titan. I might genuinely say that Hunter x Hunter is the best anime I've ever seen. But that's besides the point. At the end of the day, this arc is fuck you good. Nobody disagrees with that. It's my personal favorite. So, yeah. Mind you, Gon isn't my favorite character ever. Killua isn't my favorite character ever. The King isn't my favorite character ever. That's how I know it's a fuck you good arc, because I fucking love this story, and it's not like these are one of my 10 favorite characters ever. I'm not gonna lie. The more I talked about it, Attack on Titan, get your black ass up there. I'm not gonna lie, man. The more I talked about it, the more I was like, yeah, nah, man. That nigga Reiner really did that shit. that nigga Reiner really did that bullshit, bro. Shout out to Hype Beast arcs, because the following are not on the list. Shout out to the Rumbling. Shout out to the Saiyan and Namek Saga. Shout out to the Cell and Namek Saga. Shout out to the Chunin exams. Let me get the Hype Beast ones out the way. The 5th one for me, Marine 4 getting there, man. That shit, man, that shit was fun. It was a fun watch, man. Again, any of these arcs could be up here. There's someone that's like, I'm bugging. Soul Society's here, take JJK out, and then you know what? Go ahead and you got the wrong motherfucking Dragon Ball arc. And then on top of that, you got the wrong old arc here. Put Dark Turtle. Again, these are all peak arcs. These are just coming down to my personal favorites. I don't know how you're gonna tell me I'm wrong for what I like. I'm not even saying these are the 5 best. This is just what I like. But in terms of the 5 best, that's up to you. Comment below. What do you think is the best arc here? We have officially tier listed them. I'm going to scroll down to see if there's anything that makes me uncomfortable. I'm glad I moved Soul Society up. Arlong Park's fun. I have a bias for Arlong Park, but I'm not going to say it's peak. Please be respectful in the comment section to each other, at least. I understand you're going to hate me at the end of the fucking day, no matter what I did. Unless I put them in all peak, because that's the rules of anime. But you know what's the rules of this channel? If you want more content, like, subscribe. See you later. Take care and stay blessed. Fuck with y'all later, man. Where is Greed Island?
Who cares?
Bye.